Hello friends, I'm Colonel Failure. This is Transport Fever, probably. On the Metropolis, also probably. I can never truly remember exactly what's going on. I'm riding aboard the new service coming out of heading towards McGinsula, beg your pardon, on the Miggins Island line, which is tremendously exciting. 26 passengers on board. This is actually the first passengers this train has ever picked up, because someone didn't connect the station up to the road. Couldn't tell you who it was that emitted. Cool, look at all these skyscrapers. It's coming along nicely, isn't it? Oh yeah, look, there we go. It's a bit of orange going the other way. Brilliant. That's what you like to see. Anyway, if you look over to your right, you'll see a train station that is also hooked up to the station we're heading into. And today, I'm going to extend that outwards, which is pretty much what I intended to do last time, but failed to do that. So I'm going to do it this time. That'll be nice. We pick up the action going back the other way because why not, frankly? Well, I'll tell you why not, because we don't want to ride it again. It's not that riveting a flipping route. Let's jump on up, train, and get to the action. There you go, that's nice, isn't it? It's carrying nothing on board. It's 1.3 million in the hull. Perfect. Exactly what we were looking for there. Not at all disappointing. Right, here we go. Down towards the bottom end of McGinsula Island. We've got a station here. We've got a depot that we set up as a short-term feature. But all of this ties into Asgard's being our big station. Yeah, I don't know. But there are certainly possibilities that could make this work. Anyway, we're going to rock out from Peninsula here and end up in Rapture Raccoon City, which has, so far, been neglected by me. And therefore we're going to unneglect it again. Now, before I do that, we've got to think about where are all these services coming from, right? So we're heading out to Raccoon, and then we'll probably continue that route along to Little China, although we do have to go over the shipping canal to do that, which is not something I really want to do. I mean, I've played with extendy bridges, and it was lovely, and I had a fabulous time. Thanks very much for asking. But I've done that now, and with too many trains going over the top, it's just going to be a bit of a shambles, but I guess we've got to do it anyway, because the one thing that is relatively certain is that this line is not going to pay off if it's only doing a point-to-point. You've got to go a minimum of 3 stops in order to make that viable. Now, of course, we threaded our way in last time by snaking into Asgard this way, which also would quite merrily lead to Raccoon City and Rapture. And that doesn't help me. I mean, I could do it as a loop, I suppose. I've not got any loops, have I, so far? I'm not sure that I have. I don't know. No, of course you have. You've got the loop that goes around Ironforge. That's quite a significant loop going on there. But I'm looking down here towards Grazer Ridge, Picks Creek and the like, and going, you know what? That could quite easily thread into here as well. Do a straightforward line up there that is a kind of a long distance transcontinental kind of effort. Maybe stop here, then finish up down in Castle Rock or similar before heading back again. A nice little 3-stop jaunt going on there. Because if I haven't got 6 or 7 lines going into Asgard, it ain't going to do what I want it to do. And therefore, that's the end of that then. Let's crack on. Yeah, sure. Track laying. It's everybody's favourite moment of the day, and I think this one could be interesting. Because we're coming out of the station, and then we've got this little lumpity lump here before a bit of river, and I think we're gonna get some nice track here. I think we are. I don't know this for certain, but I'm moderately confident that this is going to look quite nice. Hold on, let me do it, and then I'll let you know if it looks quite nice or not. I think we head over more or less like that, right? Now, I think we should possibly make the bridge a little taller, but we get the cheeky tunnel, which is a thing that we always love to see. And then what? I mean, this is a causeway as much as it is anything else. Let's put some bridge underneath it just to have a look and see what it feels like when we've done that. Put a bit of that there. I'm not hating the looks of that, you know. I'm not. I think that looks quite sharp. I mean, it's a little bit bouncy, 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 bouncy. But at the same time, who doesn't like a bit of bouncy, bouncy squared? No, bouncy, bouncy squared is only bouncy, 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 bouncy. You need to cube it, I think, in order to get sufficient bounciness. Either way, we'll take it. I might change my mind, but it seems unlikely, given that all too often I kind of go like, does that more or less do what you want? Yeah, well, that'll do then, won't it? Yeah. No sense being revisionist over any of this stuff. Right, where are we heading? And how are we heading there? And why are we heading there? No, the why I think we've established, but where are we going to stick the station? Now, we've got a lot of slopage coming in here, so I think down here keeps us at the same elevation. And then, should we wish, we can go on further. Well, I think we definitely do wish, don't we? Well, I don't know, do we? I don't know, do we? Well, I don't know. Do we? I don't know. Okay, then. I'm glad we've established that in a thrilling piece of dialogue that I'm sure you'll all... Well, it's monologue, really, isn't it? Dialogue rather indicates there's more than one person present, and let me assure you, there isn't. Right, a little bit of uphill slope just to get us up to about here. I don't really want to go underground if I can avoid doing so. What side are we on here? Left, okay. And then, yeah, because this gives us an island top surface wiggle around. And you know, I'm always keen on an island top surface wiggle around. Yeah, you are rather bashing this in. Well, it's lending itself very much towards what I'm trying to do. Right, you don't want to go up any higher than that. In fact, we possibly ought to consider starting to go underground here if we're going to make it out the other side in good shape. Well, let's have a look. Are we in good shape? Well, not really. But if you were to stay on the flat, you probably would. You see, look, that's come out brilliantly. We need to adjust the last corner. But other than that, that's done more or less exactly what we was hoping, my lad. Right, about there? Yeah, maybe about here. Really? Yeah. Well, what keeps the speed up? Well, you can go all the way over to... You can go quite a long way and keep the speed up. Well, let's do that then. Right, let's take that. Now let's plumb in a station, bulldoze a little bit of stuff that's in the way. And result. Possibly. Yeah, okay, right. We'll make it a 160 with the high speed and the 2 tracks, and it is going to be a through station because I think we are going to go further. I wasn't planning on going further today, but it seems to me that I've rather nailed this pretty much immediately, which is something of a surprise. But at the same time, it really isn't. I wasn't exactly building the track equivalent of the Sistine Chapel here. It was rather more straightforward than that. So if that's left, that needs to come in on the right side of this station because we're backing up on ourselves. So you've got a bit of a slow approach there. Now, if I did want to connect over to yonder, we could come in on a straight line and occupy this platform as well, which might look quite nice. Add an extra platform, which might look quite nice. But in all honesty, if this is going to work... The secret to it is going to be non-cannibalization of other services. Now, I mean, that's as simple as don't run 2 trains that both go to the same station. It doesn't work. I have done it many times. It's a travesty. You end up losing a ton of money. Even having road transport as an option can sometimes yield results that can be best described as moderately disappointing. So we try not to do that if we can avoid it. Have you connected this up? Yes, done. You just need to put the road in, and everyone's flipping happy. All right. Well, I'm not happy. I want to go further and faster, and find the wheels of excitement. Well, you could go all the way to Little China, right? Because then it would be road transport to connect Little China up to Darkstar. And therefore you are not overlapping your rail services, senor. Well, all right then. Oh, I guess we're going in here. And this doesn't look like it's going to be that much of a mission to get it in either. We'll put a straightforward stop at the end job in here. And, I mean, we'll need to make some tweaks to road transport. But other than that, you've put 2 platforms on there. I didn't really want to do that, but I have done. And then let's run it back the other way. This is going to be successful from day one, you know. No, I'm pretty sure it is. Right, okay, we better start thinking about other things. Ah, yes, an excitable a flexi bridge. Now, as tempting as it may be to instigate a new type of flexi bridge, we've used 2 so far. I'm going to go with the same as this one, providing I can find it again, because it feels like the engineering firm would probably have selected the same one again. Is that this one? No. Okay, is it that one? Yes. Is it? Yes, that's the one. Okay, right. Well, should be straightforward then, shouldn't it? Okay, so here we go. Now, I mean, I'm going to set a 30 km/h speed limit on there to start with, but then we do have to footle around with the approach track. Hang on, let's check the. Yeah, you see, you've got to get this bit right. Okay, so we're going to be over towards that bank, effectively. All right, so over towards this bank, effectively. Yeah, right there. That doesn't look wide enough to get a ship through. No, that's going to be some precision piloting by your boat captain. Really? Is that the size that I've done down there? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, right. Okay, so, well, there's the waypoint, so that's what they're aiming for. So we should aim for, I mean, we want to be perpendicular to the way the ships are going, otherwise it will look weird. But I don't want to be too angular to, there we go. Well, I've done it now. Now it's just a question of, well, hold on, unpause. Let's see if it works. We've got ships coming. As long as there's no pillar strike here, we'll be golden. Wait for it. Wait for it. It looks good. Yep, looks pretty sound. Looks pretty sound, but if there's a manoeuvre coming up here, he's going to swing his fat tail round and potentially collide with a lump of concrete. And no one's going to be thrilled about that. No. You've actually placed that pretty strongly. Well, I mean, I had very little choice. There's the waypoints there. You see, look, there's the wiggle that we were nervous about, but be nervous no longer, friends. It's gone off without a hitch. Right. Okay. Yeah, I know. What's the big sigh for? Well, the big sigh's for... Well, this is all too easy, isn't it? Yeah, it is. It is. It's very easy. Look, there you go. See, just do that. Oh, too much tunnel. Is it, though? Because we do like a bit of... Yeah, I know we do, but at the same time, it feels like you're rather spoiling the view at the end of the journey. If we were to come across to about there, keep it flatwood... give it some of that, and then wiggle around like this. Then you get, you get a cheeky bridge, which I'm not even going to bother with pillars. I'm going to stick one of those in there. Yeah. You know, just a little bit of under strength, because under is where you want the strength. How else is it going to resist all the pressures that you put on it from above? What are you on about? I don't have a clue. I'm trying to add some sense of, oh, look how clever I'm not being. Because this is about as routine as track laying gets. Going to have to put some speed limits on there. Oh, yeah, there's a moment of jeopardy. I mean, you already know how much you need to put on there as well. It's not like this is not your first rodeo, cowboy. No, it's not. Right, okay. Do we like this? Well, the angle's good. The height's acceptable, and then just spang it the rest of the way up there. I'm not sure spang is actually a verb. Well, it should be. Stay topside, or go subterranean on this one. I'm tempted to go subterranean on it, but at the same time, in for a topside, in for 2 topsides. I've always said. So let's try it. You're going to get a roller coaster. I don't want a roller coaster, though. It's a straight line. Just take it. Just once. Have a tunnel. I always have a tunnel. I just describe it as cheeky and say that it's acceptable, even though the level to which a tunnel is or is not cheeky, the distance it travels seems to vary quite strongly. Also, yeah. Back her up. Go on. Yep. You may ask why you're backing it up. Otherwise, we're going to have to do a really awkward little turn at the end, and it's going to look rubbish. There you go. Should be plenty of space. Right. Over here, into there. Thank you. And then reverse course. And thank you. And there you go. That's all of that done. Yeah, I know. What, are you bored of track laying? Oh, no, far from it. I love a bit of track laying, as you know. It was more, I'm looking at the clock and I'm going, okay, 17 minutes. The demanding public these days, they want 45 minutes or more. And I think this time we may have to disappoint them and just kind of go, well, we got all that done in the space of a quarter of an hour, so I'll catch you next time. You are doing multiple episodes a week now. Okay, that's not going to fly. They don't care. Everything has to stand on its own. They're gonna go. Oh, this is. I hope this is not a sign of the new beginnings of cutting off the varied adult delights that await us on an episode of Transport Fever. And I go, well, I'm afraid that it might well be. We might be coming up short here. I'm sure you'll find something else to do with yourself. You can ride the train, right? That's 5 minutes. Yeah. What else? You could pontificate for 20 minutes about what you're going to do next and not do any of it. You think they'll see that coming? Well, I mean, now you've telegraphed it. There's a high risk of it, but you never know. You've got away with worse. That's true. Right, let's put in a quickie slip over crossing junction type of deal here. Lovely. Good. Right, okay, right, that's all set up. Don't need 2 tracks at that terminal, not at the moment. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. We were on a signalling wander, so we will continue our signalling wander over here and just to space them out. Because I'm gonna try this with 4. I know, 4 from day one. Are you a madman? Because that's optimistic, I would say. No, I think if I connect everything up correctly, I think 4 is viable. You're going to make it look nicer. I could, but I might not. I might leave it as just a gaping wound in the side of the world, because that's a thing. Okay, well, it's a nice route. I mean, I can't argue against the quality of the route. It's a jaunty little travel piece. I don't think you're going to pick much up from here unless you can generate some growth. But you are coming down from them's what want to go all over the place, and frankly, this island should be pretty ruddy huge by the time we've established all this stuff. You still need to build a depot. Yeah, I'm going to stick another temporary one in. It doesn't feel like it's going to be worth my while to go overboard with that. Okay. Well, I mean, honestly, how many more trains am I going to place over here? Not many, I'll tell you. It's going to be quite Spartan, the number of trains that we actually run in this area. What are we doing now? Oh, we're building out around this station so we can get the road in and it'll look all right. Okay. Yeah. Give them some building space around the outside. Oh, you've got to do road bridges or tunnels to make the town make sense. Yeah, I know, but we've, this is experience that I have. This is not something that's going to challenge me too greatly. It's not like you can go, why don't you try a challenging approach for once? You're going to go, like what? The only thing that really presents any challenge these days is making it look better than normal. And that, as I think we have demonstrated with the port, is A, within my capabilities, and B, takes flipping ages. Well, you are looking for something to fill the time up. I'm not, no, because that's filling the time for the sake of filling the time. It's not filling the time with anything that is worthy and interesting, and maybe with a frisson of excitement going on. Yeah, but maybe you can get it exciting by selecting a really zesty train to put on this. I haven't got any really zesty trains. They're all multi-unit flipping British Rail Now, I mean, you know, some people do get hot and bothered about such things, but I'll be honest, they're all pretty similar. Once you get to know them, you're going to go, oh, yeah, it's one that looks like that. You go, yeah, it's got the flat front. Yeah, oh, yeah. Then it's sort of vaguely cylindrical. Oh, vaguely cylindrical. How uncommon. No, it's not at all uncommon. They're all like that. Oh, yeah, I know. I'm pretty sure I've even got the speed limit right there. You know, for the trains approaching the bridge. We'll find out, and that might lead to a moment or two of japes. Might not. All right, pump that up. Yeah, pop a wheelie on the central reserve. Yeah, that's okay. I know. Can we get a bit closer? Yeah, that's your closestness. Okay, right. Put something under there. No. No. Huh? Yeah. Green? Oh, mais oui. Okay. Right, and continue bashing in a bit of roads. Super job. Bash in some more over here. Love it. Yeah. It's all right. Look, this road's rubbish, right? But by the time the AI's had a go at it, it's going to look splendid. Right. You know, I've never really liked these little popover bridges. They work, sure, but you end up having to do a flipping great corner like that, and you go, oh, really? Do something radical and majestic, such as flyover bridge over the middle of the station. Yeah, all right, I can make that work. Yeah, I might change my mind, but I'm going to give it a spin because I'll connect to the bottom of this hill here. We'll land about here somewhere. Then I'll terrain up as necessary. I'm just doing it for the sake of it. No, not because it's going to be good or anything. There we go. You put it in like that, right? And then keep popping till you get that, right? One button press, and I did it. Ta-da! Oh dear. Nothing's presenting a challenge today. Although, oh, hold on, we're about to put the bridge in, and therefore it might fight us. Hasn't? No, it hasn't, has it? No. Try a different bridge. I think it's just going to get easier from here. Honestly, I think I want to go down a far end anyway, because there's some. I mean, they're still stock, but I don't use them very often, so or haven't been using them very often. See, I wanted that. I know it's bland. You're bland. But no, that'll do the trick. Yeah, okay. All right, there it is. Good. Yeah. See, that's unusual. That's out of the ordinary. This is a little bit high. Yeah. How are you going to make that work? Well, if the rest of today's performance is anything to go by, with considerable ease. That's horrendous. Okay, yeah, all right, hang on. I'm going to need a little bit more land to play with here by the looks of it. Give me you. Yeah. Bung this up to about there. So I'll make it look a little bit more natural in a moment. I'm just giving myself enough room to manoeuvre for now, and then I'll turn this into some sort of beachfront something. Mess, probably. Right, thing. Yes. Go. Here we go. Oh, yeah. There we go. It's another stylish corner, and then we'll wrap all the way around here onto there. Yep. Well, that looks all right. Yeah, it does. You want to smooth out the middle bit a little bit so someone can place on it, but other than that, it does actually look all right. Yeah, I mean, it's just a big spirally roundabout kind of a thing. It's not a bad thing at all. Just, it looks fine. Yeah, sorry. No, if you were hoping this would be the bit that meant I had to spend 30 minutes puzzling over something and getting it wrong repeatedly, well, your bookie's taken the money on that one, I'm afraid, because it's just worked. Yeah, have I connected both sides of the station? Yeah, you have. Oh, have I put in a commuter service? No, but I mean that's 40 seconds going to be well spent, isn't it? All right, there you go. Smooth this out a little bit. I don't like it. No, it looks a little bit too inorganic at the moment. Tree gun, you know it. All right, give me this. Yeah, pump that up some. Lovely, and give it large. You haven't turned it all on yet. Oh, really? Am I not? No, you need a bit of slope threshold. Oh, sure. How's that gonna? Why are you giving me the runaround here, Tiger? I did this the other day and I forgot. I forgot how to do it, which is weird because it's not. See, look, it's not doing it. No, it's not. I thought it was strength 1 that made it just work. See, that single tree. It's not doing it though, is it? No, it's not. Pump it up, homeboy, one more time, and it's chucking it in some scatter. But that's not really what I was chasing. What have I missed? I don't know. What about this? Does that do it better? Nope. What have I got wrong? It's weird because it works. No, I had it working. I just paint steep side. No. Random rotation. Yeah. Skip collision. No. Okay. Brush size. Pumped. Yeah. Strength. Strength needs to be cranked. Yeah. Okay, that's what I was missing. I thought I did have it cranked. Evidently, you misread that. Well, evidently. Right. Turn it down. Yeah. No, sorry. That wasn't me being dense. I thought I had it cranked already. There you go. Just do a bit of that, and everything looks like trees. Yep. Okay. Grand. That's quite nice. I know, even though I say so myself, it's quite nice. Well, this side is anyway. That side, maybe less so, but it's all part of one homogeneous family, so it's all grand. Right, let's bang in some street transport, and then stick in a terminal, depot, and then set things rolling. By which point we should be rocking on for about 40 minutes, and everybody will be happy. Well, it's all turned out right then, hasn't it? Yeah. What are you doing wrong? Buildings. Buildings, that's what we want. Passenger buildings, yes. Give me a nice something. Bus tram station? No, give me a bus tram station large. Oh, you could do trams. I could do trams. Oh, yeah, that'll make the fence sitters happy. The ones who have yet to decide whether or not this was a classic episode or not, or whether this was just, somewhat routine, but it had its highs. Plenty of lows, and then a whole bunch of filler in the middle. Marvellous. Right, give me that. Give me electric. Give me player ownership. No. Give me bus lane. Yeah. Give me the magic wandage. Right, let's go to work. Okay, where are we going? Out and about and around and over and through. Oh, all those places. All those places. That says red. Yeah. Do you think it's still red? I think that's actually blue. It just doesn't know how to do blue, given its narrow range of parameters that it can play with. I'm going to make this widescreen all the way up here. Yeah. Do you want to go much further? It depends. If Raccoon City decides to keep building into the mountains, it's not ideal. I mean, I'm not going to hold it against them, but at the same time, you'd rather they built down towards your major piece of infrastructure that you knocked in. It's what I think. Among the things that I would like to see in the next game would be the AI's building philosophy take on just a little bit more thought. Yeah, going, this is going to look nice, and then when you interact with it in some fashion, by, for example, placing a station, it goes, you know what? People are going to want to live near that. And you go, good for you. That's exactly what I was thinking as well. How about we make people who want to live near that, live near that? And then, because there is additional, and this is how I would evolve the old pollution system, the emission system that's in there now, is I'd have it go, it's a bit smoggy here, or the trams are making this unbearable to live at. You kind of go, that's fine. Just make it look a little bit more slummish. Yeah. Right, where are we? Raccoon City and Rapture. What can you say about those? They both begin with RA. Great. That's helpful. Yeah. In which case, you want to call it something like that. I do. I want to give this a name. At the moment, it's called Rapture, and I think it could be. You've got Raccoon City and Rapture. You could go Rapture City. Ugh, how desperately tedious. We could go Raving. Yeah, Citadel. Oh yeah, RC. You see, RA is still in there. Yeah. No, don't fight me. That's what it's called now. Yeah, this is going to be the Citadel transfer. This will confuse me. I had a town called Citadel on the last map. Yeah, but not on this one. Citadel didn't make the cut. No, it didn't, did it? No, because you sometimes you sacrifice some names that you've used before in order to introduce some fresh blood, or in this case, cities which don't really have much relationship with blood at all. Right, give me a depot of the tram variety, thank you. Glad to have you with us, and it's a delight that you are so compliant in the things that I'm chasing. Good, right, and then slap in a bit of route. Okay, new line from... Oh, how's he going to do this one, ladies and gentlemen? Is it going to be 2 lines? Or is it going to be 1 doing the world-famous figure 8? Because we want to go both ways. There's enough stops to warrant both ways. I think we're going to go with 2. Yeah. So this is Citadel. Yeah, that'll confuse me later on. Clockwise. Clockwood. Yeah. You call it Sitdale there. Well, it's Welsh, isn't it? Okay. Is it? It just looked Welsh. You know, it had a bit of a Welsh flair to it in a spelling, and of course it would have been pronounced which would maybe make it a little bit more tricky to mention repeatedly on camera. Right, so this is you're doing it again. Yeah, I know. Citadel. Well, there may be a deal, but that's not what we're going with here. Citadel something or other. Well, Clockwood is your traditional approach there. Yeah. Anti-Woods. Good. You're not taking this seriously, are you? You're just naming things out of belligerence and attempts at meagre comedy. Right, we're going to go with this. Yeah, are we? Well, yeah. It's fresh out of Leningrad. Nah, we'll go with the Mirage, because it's closest to the kinds of trams you see over here. Although the Tonto has a little bit of that Blackpool element to it, except for the fact, of course, that your Blackpool tram was typically a double decker. Right, 2, please. Yeah, slap this on wood. Thank you. Buy another couple. Yeah, 2 more. Thank you very much. Right, and stick this on the other one. Right, good. They're going to do their thing and make no money at all, because trams are actually tremendously useful if you're using them early on in your career. As a city-to-city connector, they're fabulous and will make you plenty of bucks. But that's not what we're doing here. Well, it is, though, isn't it? We're doing Rapture to Raccoon City. Yeah, but they're so close together that that's not a thing that's going to work. Right, let's put in the big route. Oh, yeah, let's go trains. Let's go trains. Okay, so we're going from what I assume will be called Little China. Yep. Out through Raving Citadel. Yep. And then we swing back up this way through Peninsula into Mid-Insula, right? Yeah. Groovy. Mid-Insula, we want them to have the freedom to park wherever they fancy before we head back out again. We're heading back out again, back to Peninsula, yeah, and then back to the Raving Citadel, and that's that. Then we're going to ride it now, yeah, and we don't know if it's going to be successful or not. So right, this is going to be Mid-Insula, Carpenter. I don't know, my letters are all over the place. Flyer. Sure. Well, I think it's got a number of bridges in there. That Flyer is a viable name for it. You got a depot yet? No. Should we build one now? Yes. Where are we going to put it? Well, I just want a flat bit of track. I mean, I could make that side of the landscape work, but I don't think that's the best place to go. I think we'll do it here. I did mention that I might bring something in this direction, so why not set up with that kind of thinking in mind? We're going to hide it in the trees and actually keep this we'll keep this intact. Yeah, I was going to do another burn it down as soon as I bought trains approach on this, but I think actually what we'll do is we'll leave this to just be itself, and speak its own truth, and all of that rubbish. Right, there you go. Have some of that. Right, what are we slapping on here then? Well, it's going to be the same again, isn't it? Oh, does it have to be? Yeah, it probably does. Right, let's look at electric multi-car. Oh, you could go a loco hauled. Okay, talk to me. Class 86. Yes, there's an Intercity Class 86. Okay, yeah, all right. I'm going to chance it. Where are we? 1990. So we're looking at what reasonably late period. I got Mark IIs. Have I got anything other than a Mark II? Here we go, some Mark IIIs. Those will do it. Might be Mark IV by this point. Please correct me. I invite you to do so. Right, let's go with Mark III coaches. Yeah. What livery do you want to go with? Well, should we match the Intercity livery there? Okay. Yeah, there you go. Give it one of those. That looks like first class to me. Yeah, it probably is. Well, look, it's got the yellow stripe there for it's first class. Okay, have we got one that isn't? I'm not sure. That's a livery match there, Gov. Hang on. It is. Yeah, it is. All right. So we'll go with a couple of these. This isn't going to be that long a train. I don't want it to have a capacity exceeding about 100, but I do want a few coaches on there. Also, I didn't build this thinking that I was going to run one of these. So who knows? The buffet car's got a flipping 22 capacity as well. All right, 5 would be enough. We're going to struggle to fill it. Yeah, that sleeper car. No, not for this journey. It's not a long enough journey. Just put a regular. Put another one of the standards on there if you can. That's BR Blue. All right. Sorry. There goes an Intercity. Have it. It's nice. I was going to run maybe 4 of these or less. I'm going to run 2. Yeah, I think the chances we fill even one of them pretty remote. Anyway, I'm quite happy about it. So there we go. It's the MiG Insular Carpenter Flyer making its debut journey out from yonder depot. Very bright headlights going on, but you would want to see it coming. Thank you. I appear to have matched the livery reasonably well. Let's see if I manage to do it all the way along, or whether there's some kind of disaster. No, I think you've actually got it. Yeah, extra bit of first class. Oh, you should have put a buffet next to the first class. Ah, well, stuff it. We'll split the first class people up, just so that they can be overthrown easily. Right, on board we go. It's a nice station. Yeah, I know, I built it with skill. Oh, okay, good. There's no one here. I'll give it a chance. I mean, there's never anyone here first time around. Let's jump out and make sure my platform's long enough. Your platforms are exactly the right length. Well, that comes as little to no surprise. You know, I'd love to say that there was some surprise in there, but there isn't. It's a tram. Yeah. I mean, as much as I'd love to use a tram in the thumbnail, I don't think it gets people excited. No, I think an Intercity train does. You could always A/B test it. I could, but I can't be bothered. And people, I just have the same people coming back again. I go, I sure as watched this one. Given that the majority of people all rock up in the first 20 minutes and go, oh, it's a new one. All right, let's see if we've got this got the timing on this bridge right. Probably have. I think I set it to 50, which might be a little bit swift, but yeah, might need to be a little slower than that. Otherwise, we're going to have another one of those hovering train kind of things. What do you mean, a hovering train kind of thing? Okay, we're going to have one of those hovering trains. Yeah, we'll see if this works, and then we'll ride on board again. No, I think it's too fast. I can hear it coming, and the bridge isn't moving. No, bridge is moving. Oh, it's going to be close. It's going to be great. Oh, okay, it wasn't that close at all. Well, that's because you nailed it. Yeah. Uh-oh, oh no. This bridge might not even be tall enough for this fella to... Oh, no, it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. Everyone gets a little bit of the... funnel smoke there going up them. That's a nice way to describe it. Yeah, if you'd killed that, that was your thumbnail. Oh, poo, it was, wasn't it? Yeah. No, you blew it, though. You're not going to get timing like that again. You sure? There's a big ship. Crumbs. Yeah. Squeaking on through there. I mean, it's distinctly possible the other train's about to drive straight through the top of it. Oh, that's a thing. Yeah. Yeah, that is a thing. You are likely to see trains driving through the top of a ship. Well, I hope I never see it, because that would be a crushing disappointment. Right, my next ship is here. Okay, come on, hit the accelerator. Let's see how close we get. No, it's too far off. It's too far. Even with him slowing down here, it's going to be too far off. That said, let's get a shot anyway. Why? Why even bother? It's not the shot, is it? I don't know. It's unconventional. Usually I have them going from right to left. No, you don't. Here's your usual shot. You ready? Ready? Here it is. There you go. Something like that. Right, with it just disappearing. This is your thumbnail. Right there is your one of it just disappearing over to the right side of the camera. And then with a little bit of Photoshop wizardry, you make it look all right. Yeah, I know, I slapped some fake depth of field. I know you do. You don't need to tell me. I'm you. I suppose that's true. Right. We could get lucky. I want the ship and I want the train in the same flipping shot. Close the mini window. I'm not going to fake it. I just want it to happen. I could fake it by stopping the train, you see. I might fake it. Yeah. I don't know. Do you want to fake it? I don't want to. I want it to happen naturally. Right, I've got the angle going in a way that I find agreeable. Here comes the Brit. You're going to want to stop the train. You're going to want to stop the train. Right, I'm going to stop the train. Where are you going to stop it? I'm going to stop it right about here. Thank you. Right. Now remember, when you saw the thumbnail, you went, "Oh, crikey, that's exciting." I go, yeah, happened totally naturally. There was no fakery going on there in the slightest. I don't even know if that's going to be a good thumbnail or not. But that's the one I'm going with. Yep, good. No faking on this channel. Everything is done legit. Woohoo! Yep. Go there with your 12 passengers. Everyone gets there. No, they're all hanging out in the buffet car having a miserable ham sandwich. Right. Let's crank the tempo a little bit and sit on the turbo booster. We're only doing, what are we doing? Now we've got our foot down a bit. I don't think this train's going to get all that fast. It's capable of 110, but I don't think we get anywhere close to hitting that. Right, passengers get off, passengers get on. 35 aboard now. Okay, that could have been a bad junction. I didn't check it, but it wasn't. No honkage. No, sorry, honkage fans. We did get a little bit of honkage earlier on, so hopefully the disappointment is not too real. I'll slow it down to a more leisurely and yet brisk pace. You sure you've not got it at max pace? Nope, that's max pace. Oh, okay, right, there you go. Here's leisurely but brisk. 95 miles per hour. We're going to break the 100. Oh, yeah. Ripping over the bumpty 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 bump bridge. I'm not calling it that again. No. And there are some passengers. Wait, I would have thought it possible. I would have thought they'd have more sense than to want to go 20 minutes up the road, because I'm going to charge them an arm and a leg for a ticket. Oh well. If that pleases them, then I'm happy to take the money. And up we go. Now, who knows what delights of other services we're going to witness as we pull into the station. The other thing to take into consideration is this station long enough for this train? Oh. Why'd you say that? Train? Yep. There's another train. Yeah. Well, I'm definitely making hay with the pick your own adventure for trains. Though it actually made $1 million off that drop off. Now, when this is full all the time, it's likely to make a decent amount of money. No, your station's plenty long enough. Okay. Yeah, no, it's nice. I think we're almost up to the kind of quantity of traffic here that's going to keep this station busy all the time. See, look, it's just happening. It's just all there. It's all organic. Nothing faked on the Colonel Failure Transport Fever adventures. No, it's all legit. See, there's another one. Yes, I've got the speed up a little bit, but hey, that doesn't matter. I'm allowed to speed up a bit. There may even be one waiting to come in. Shall I turn the camera around and have a look? There it is, look. Stuck on a slope. It's never getting started in the snow. It's not snowing. Well, okay then. Yep. Super. It's almost 3 eras of train transportation in one era. Kind of a thing. Almost. It almost is. Will you stop telling me what you accept? I don't care. I know I could turn it off. But I care enough to leave it turned on. Yeah. Right. Talk to me, Orange. How... oh, crikey, you've only got 60 passengers on board. And yet, it is coming in for its stop now. So, I want a nice splashy number here, please. Well, that's not going to cut it. 284, is that all? That's a bit feeble. Yeah, it's not good. Alright, okay. Now, there's tons of people waiting here. Where do they want to go? They want to go on the island line. Then I put it to you that the island line needs modernisation or improvement or increasing. Well, you know what? For the next episode, I'm going to advance us to the year 2000, and the first thing we will do is we will replace these old diesels with something new, and maybe with a little bit more capacity aboard them. But, look, yeah, you see, we've got skyscraper come up here as well. Yeah, I think that happened before. No, I don't think it did. I think that's new. Let's go and do a quick check on the trams. Quick tram check. Yeah, so we'll advance the era, and then once again, is the Incredible? No. Once again, we shall expand the route in this region, and I think we'll head back to Asgard, and we will do the first part, if not all the parts. Depends if the track lane decides to be awkward with me. But yeah, we'll extend Asgard out to over here, Pix Creek and that, and that'll be exciting. It will, if that's the sort of thing you find exciting. Right, I'm going to put us in a tram. I'm going to ride the tram at high speed while it goes uphill, and that will take us to the end of the show. Right, you ready? Yeah, hold on to your lunch. Right, there you go. That's phase. Is that 2 or 3? That was 3. Right, well, okay, it's not going to be that grippingly fast then, is it? Yeah. I just thought it might have a little bit of Streets of San Francisco about it, you know? No, not if... Oh, new building. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, there's a stop here as well. Oh, yeah. Perfect place to stop this. Rail-based transport being widely renowned for its ability to start on a slope. Oh well, whatever. I've been Colonel Failure. I'll catch up with you soon for further adventure. I'm not leaving it going fast. No, I did warn you it would make you feel sick. And crikey, that's a lot of passengers waiting. Yeah, I'll be back soon with more. What's going on with your arms, lady? Oh, crikey, no, the entire place is going bananas. I better do something about it. Thanks for watching. Cheerio!